Bomb
What's
acquired.
up YouTube, it's Verdix bringing you guys another commentary. This time we're going to be playing on the map Aftermath. We're going to be playing some SND, and it's actually going to be a competitive scrim in preparation for the Frag Cup this weekend. As some of you may know, my team, Raw Material, if you've watched my past commentaries, you may know that my team's going to be competing in the Frag Cup this weekend. And there's going to be a lot of teams in it. It's the first big tournament for Black Ops 2, so there's going to be a lot of pro teams in it. There's going to be a lot of up-and-coming semi-pro and amateur teams in it. And that's pretty much why we're competing in it, so that we can get our name out there a little bit more in the competitive community and get known a little bit more. But let's talk about my class setup at the beginning of this video. And I'm going to be using the M8A1 with Reflex and Quick Draw with the perks I think are lightweight. I think I'm using lightweight, so I can. No, I'm using flak jacket right there. You can see. I'm using flak jacket because I don't like getting naded. If I was using lightweight, it would probably have been because I was supporting the flag bomb carrier on our team. Because as you may know, I'm usually the objective player, but I guess I played a little bit more of a defensive role in this match. I actually went 12-0 though, so I guess it worked out. So I'm using flak jacket. I'm using toughness to win, so that my gun doesn't flinch, so I can win some gunfights. And I'm using dexterity, and I'm actually using dead silence in this match because it's S&D. It's easier to get sound horde. And actually, at the beginning of the match, in that first round when I got that 3v1, I heard that first kid that I killed. He was actually really loud. He was walking right next to me, so it was pretty easy. I probably would have just kept running with him and not even noticed him if I didn't have dead silence on. If he would have had dead silence on, I mean. But in this, and I'm running no secondary because I always like running with the knife. It makes me a lot quicker, and I like being quick. So, in this match, in this commentary, I'm going to be talking about how to get started in competitive gaming. Maybe you want to just be a GB player, a GB star, or maybe you want to be an MLG pro someday. And I'm just going to talk about how to get started and, how to get your name out there. So first, you want to go to this website called GameBattles.com. You can go to this website, you can make an account, you can maybe have a few friends sign up on it with you, and you can make a full team right off the bat if you get 3 friends, or you could have 1 friend join with you, and then you could just make a doubles team. Maybe you two find 2 more, and like on another doubles team that you like, and you 4 all start a team together. There's a lot of ways you could go about it and finding a team, but probably the easiest would be you starting with your friends. And then I know this is gonna sound a little mean, but eventually you might have to leave your friends if they don't want to go as far with it as you do. And by that I mean maybe your friends just want to stay playing GB all day, and they don't want to move forward into being MLG or playing MLG variant. They just want to be SND only. And you're gonna have to talk to them about that. You're gonna have to see where their head's at and what they want to do with it, and how far they want to go. Because if they don't want to go as far as you, you're gonna have to make that switch, and you're gonna have to leave them, and just like tell them politely, and just be like, "Yo, guys, I don't want to, but I think I'm gonna have to leave the team and find some people that are more serious about it, because I'm really looking into going into this competitive gaming stuff, and it seems like you guys are just into playing the GB matches all day." And they'll probably understand. If they're really your friends, they're not going to get mad at you, so you'll be fine. And let's just talk about, you have your full team. Maybe your friends are serious about it. Let's use a scenario that your friends are all serious about it, just as serious as you, or that you found a team that's all just as serious as you. You're probably going to start out as an S&D only team. At least that's how my team started out, and I think that's probably how a lot of other teams have started out, just being an S&D only team, and then they've made that switch to playing variant. And from there, pro teams have obviously, they've gotten their team, they've gotten their skill up, they've gotten all of their they've gotten their team chemistry up, they've gotten all of that down, and now they're playing at a high enough level to be able to be considered a pro. So with your team, you're gonna probably start as an S&D only team. You're going to move into variant, start playing those better teams, start playing more competitively. You're going to start getting your team chemistry a lot more, because you're going to notice that in CTF or any other game type, hardpoint, I guess in this game, or domination, game types like that require not a lot more teamwork, not a lot more chemistry, but they do, in my opinion, require more teamwork, more chemistry, more communication. Because in CTF, you know, you have to have your team set up on the map for you. If you're an objective player, your teammates have to be set up on the side of the map that you want to pull the flag, and you have to tell them where you want to pull the flag. You can't just run to it and expect them to know exactly where you want to pull the flag. You have to tell them, like, yo, set up on right side of the map so I can pull there. That's probably the fastest way. And you have to communicate to your team. You have to communicate that to your team. And you can't just expect them to know that. While in search, all of you could probably just run out of spawn, split up in different directions, and rush straight to them. Or you could all, you know, set up and defend and watch different ways. You can do that all on your own and know that just by situational and looking at your map and looking at where the arrow's facing. But in CTF, you have to know ahead of time where to set up, where your flag carrier is going to pull, and everything like that. So you have to be you have to communicate a lot, and you know, it requires a lot more teamwork, in my opinion. So that's where you're gonna start playing those better teams. You might get beat a little bit more, but that's alright. You're getting introduced to that competitive aspect, and that's all that matters. So that's all I got to say for today, guys. I might bring another video on getting, you know, once you get your team set and where to go from there. But thanks for watching today, guys, and if you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe.